All right, guys, it's your first day of cold calling. Here's your script. Let's make Acme Inc. some money. I gotta cram this piece of paper? Do you actually need a cold calling script? Watch this video to find out. Before we jump into the video, if you want to become the top salesperson at your agency, check out salesmanx.com. Do you need a cold calling script? Short answer is yes. You're going to be pressured in the moment, and if you don't get your first few lines perfect on a cold calling script, you will get hung up on. Simple as that. This isn't one of those sales processes you can go out there and wing. When it comes to cold calling, you need to be on point, perfect, and exact. That doesn't necessarily mean you need an entire script polished word for word, but the first 3 sentences out of your mouth need to be tight in order to not get hung up on. And that means once you've written and memorized these, you need to practice those first 3 lines, and I'll tell you exactly what to say in the beginning of your cold calls later on in this video. And you want to make sure those lines are practiced perfectly so that you sound natural when you're on the call. That means no stuttering. Do you want to know our rock solid cold calling script for booking clients for your service, business, or agency? As part of SalesmanX, we sent 2 people, Terrence and Ankit, out there into the world to test our cold calling scripts. Ankit is in India, Terrence is in America. I wanted to make sure that it worked on both sides of the globe. And so they hammered out these scripts. And what Ankit quickly learned after an hour of cold calling was if he stuttered at all or skipped a word or seemed unconfident on the first part of the call, he would get hung up on very, very quickly. Stuttering equals getting hung up on, so make sure that you're practicing your script every single day. You do have to cram, like that initial part of this video where we did a little sketch written by Div Sharma, our YouTube producer. We did that little sketch, and that's true. You do have a script. You do need to memorize that. With that being said, let's go through our cold calling script that we used as part of SalesmanX. We start, hey, is this Brian? And then Terrence says, hey, it's Terrence. I was just looking at your website. Can you tell me more about your company? Now, the reason why we do this is because of our target market. So X27 sells to other agencies. Agencies are in the client service business. Any other business in the client service business will also respond to this. What we're basically trying to do is get these companies to treat us like a customer. Because if they're treating us like a customer, they're being nice to us, they're not hanging up on us, they're giving us the benefit of the doubt. So we say, hey, it's Terrence, just looking at your website. Can you tell me more about your company? Then they'll go on their spiel. Then Terrence will say, I do lead generation for agencies. What are you doing for sales right now? And they'll say their thing. And then Terrence will say, just wondering, do you want to get more qualified meetings? And that's the intro to the cold calling script. If you want the whole script, so join SalesmanX down below and you can get this script that you can use right now to generate a ton of meetings for your agency. Now that I've revealed part of the script, I'll reveal the sections so then you know if you want to write your own. I know maybe you don't want to join the course yet. If you want to write your own script, here you go. So that was the introduction. Then it goes into the pitch, where you sell your company, you talk about what you do, you go through the no-brainer solution that you provide, etc. Then you move into the next phase of the call, which is the offer or the close, where you try to book a meeting, or depending on the service that you're selling, you might even go for the sale right there. Then once a meeting's booked, you go through qualifying questions to make sure that the client is actually qualified, and you find what's called BANT qualification, which is budget, authority, need, and timing. And typically, I do this after the meeting is already scheduled, but on the same call. That way you can always cancel the meeting if they're not a good fit. And it's easier to get a yes for the meeting and then do this than it is to do this first and then get the meeting. So there you have it. There's our rock solid cold calling script and template. If you want this entire script, then check out SalesmanX right now. This comes along with our $1 million proposal, and you can watch me close deals. And there's a ton of different sales training that you can use to become the top salesperson at your company. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smash that like button to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Berman.